How's it going, lads? Marshall here, and welcome back to FUT Champion. Today we take on the Weekend League for the first time in the series with the team that you see in the background. Now, it is a good team, it is a stacked team, but don't expect too much from me. This year, I'm not very good. That's part of this series. I want to learn to get better, and by doing this and by learning what I'm doing wrong in the videos, what I'm doing right in the videos, I'll become a better player, and hopefully it will help you out as well, learning some techniques here and there and analysing our gameplay as we go through the 40 games. So I'm going to show you the first 10 games today and the final 10 games in tomorrow's video. So lads, if you do enjoy, smash a like on this video straight away. Let's aim for 1,000 likes for basically the first episode of this brand new series. I know we've already had an episode, but this is the first one where it's down to the nitty gritty and we're straight into the games. And if you do want any cheap MSP, PSN, or even game codes, head on over to g2a.com, use that code M89. Every single link that you will need is right there in the description below. So as you can see, the team in the background, we do have David De Gea in nets. Arguably, well, for me, he is the best goalkeeper in the game. Don't want to upgrade that team of the year. I can't really afford it right now. But if I did, I probably wouldn't. That 90 is good enough, and he's great on this game. Laszlo is the right back. I've got doubts about him right now, so he could get replaced by tomorrow's episode. We got Rio Ferdinand, the 85 rated version. I could upgrade him to the 90. I think it's the 90 rated version, but right now, we'll stick with his baby card. We have Sergio Ramos, team of the year. Jordi Alba, fitness card. Griezmann, Mateus, Blanc. Blanc is a huge inclusion to the squad because I play 4-2-3-1. So as a CDM, he's a boss. With a shadow cam style, he's a bloody boss in this game. We've got Engine on Mateus, who is the other CDM. We've got Griezmann as the left cam, Mbappe as the right cam, as the central cam. Bergkamp goes in. You know who's going striker, lads. Cristiano Ronaldo. So we've got 40 games to play in the Weekend League. So without any further ado, lads, let's get into those games. So here we go then, lads. Game number 1 is against Triggers FC. And yeah, I was very nervous going into this game because, as you know, I get nervous before every Weekend League. Well, I do when I'm recording. I did with the Road to Glory. I'm doing it with this series. I'm getting very nervous in the early games. And there is a brand new patch. Now, the new patch on the game is Do or Die. For a lot of people, it's die. I mean, it's a hard transition. It really is, because as you know, my gameplay on this game, or last year, or the year before that, was quick passing football to get it forward to score a goal, kind of blitz your opponent. You can't really do that now. It's slow possession-based play. And yeah, I'm struggling, lads. I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling. As you see there, I didn't hold the possession, even though I've been working on it since the patch came out. I didn't hold possession in the first game, but we do walk away with a victory, and it is 2-0-1 before we come against the Lord Icon, JJ Okocha. I do believe in this episode we're going to come up against a lot of JJs, and a lot of icons in particular, because right now, they're the flavour of the month. Everyone wants an icon, as Ronaldo dispossesses the centre-back, runs on through, the keeper's off his line, and that is a delicate chip over the top of him to make it 1-0 within the first 5 minutes before he hits back with a kickoff goal. I thought they were abolished, but sometimes the shots are outside the area. If you don't block them, they will fly into the back of the net. We do concede there. Before we come forward, basically with Griezmann, he plays in Bergkamp, who plays it to Ronaldo inside the area. You just got to be a little bit cocky inside the area, a little bit playful inside the area, and take your time, because if you take your time inside the area, a chance will open up, and more often than not, you will score it. As we got a free kick, I thought, you know what, let's do a free kick routine. Passed it off to Ronaldo. Ronaldo does very well. Again, composure inside the area, and it's Mbappe who scores to make it 3-1 in the match. As you can see, that start button has been pressed. He did bounce. In that game, we did have the possession, but we smashed him in terms of the chances. I think we had like 15 with 12 on target, or 12 with 8 on target. He had 1 shot, 1 goal. And yeah, that was a very early goal from kickoff. We come against a new one, and he's got a new team. So they're basically a brand new team that he's made. Well, actually, I don't know, in terms of creating squads and stuff like that in this game, you could call them anything you want. I could call mine a 10k bronze team, but everyone knows that's just bait. But anyways, Laurent Blanc inside the area cuts it back, and it's Dennis Bergkamp who finishes. And I want to talk about Bergkamp because a lot of people always ask me, how's Bergkamp doing? Is he good? Is he good on the game? Is he good in terms of FUT Champs? This will answer everything as we come up against Dennis Bergkamp, coincidentally, but it will answer everything because he's amazing on this game, especially if you use this guy at cam. Bergkamp, for this opponent, plays in Lozano to Memphis, and Memphis hits the post before scoring the rebound, and that's it kind of did my ending. I wasn't playing well in this game, and that did my ending because scoring a rebound goal like that, I thought, you know what, there's no coming back from this, and we concede a penalty to go 3-1 down, and he does a Paneka into the back of the net. So this guy was all about the playful side, and going forward, he switched into 4-1-2-1-2. He puts Lozano And how does Modric boss my players off the ball there? I will never know. Put Laszlo and Depay at striker. They were dominant. They really were. And look at the stats, man. He had 60% possession over me. So right now we're sitting on 3 wins. It's not great. 3 and 1. You always want to start like 5-0, 10-0. But unfortunately in this episode, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We need to bounce back with a victory. I always say that in FUT Champions especially, you need to bounce back with a win. If you don't bounce back with a win, you're in a sticky situation and it will just get worse for you in the future. As Bergkamp makes it 1-0, 65 minutes in against Swilly Kings. That's the way it ended. A very, very tight game, as you would have seen by the stats. And we are now on 4 wins, 1 of 5 wins. And we come against 4 icons. JJ Kocher, Marco Vermaas, Robert Pires, and Schmeichel. Now, when I say Schmeichel in this game, I lick my lips and think, you know what? I can score against this guy. So I thought, you know what? Let's put some long shots off every now and then. Test the goalkeeper out. We don't get the breakthrough until the 37th minute. Then Jordi Alba plays in Ronaldo. Ronaldo into Bergkamp. Bergkamp back to Ronaldo. And Ronaldo finishes it into the back of the net. Ronaldo's going to be so damn important for me. Because I've used a lot of Ronaldo this year. His team of the year, his normal card, his informs, etc. I even packed his team of the group stage. But I've used a lot of Ronaldo. And I've got to say, easily the best player on this game. Easily the best player. The most meta player as he gets an assist there. And it's just all round fan-bloody-tastic as we do get a rage quit against my opponent. And we did kind of deserve that one. We did deserve that one. And we get our 5th win. And we are into bronze 1. My next opponent has Rui Costa at Cam. He's got Pirlo and Giovinco at striker. So obviously he's going to change formation 4-2-3-1 or 4-1-2-1-2 or do something like that. And put Pirlo back into the midfield. The Salah goes on through and Salah makes it 1-0. Nearly 20 minutes in. And he runs to the camera and celebrates. Now, when some people do that, I admire it, but sometimes I think, you know what, you haven't deserved to get into this game to do that. But we come back in. It's 1-1 in the game. We equalise through Dennis Bergkamp again. An amazing player, amazing cam as he links up with Ronaldo. First time passes with Dennis Bergkamp. It just comes naturally to him. As Ronaldo inside the area, he's going to cut it back. And Bergkamp with the goal to make it 2-1, 63 minutes in. So he's on fire this episode. Bergkamp, Ronaldo, both on fire. That's what you want from your attacking cam, the central cam, and your strikers. Salah comes on off the bench. He makes it 3-1, and he's going to score another to make it 4-1 very, very soon. As Jordi Alba gets the ball, plays it inside to Salah. Salah finds Ronaldo. Look at this ball. Look at this finish. On the volley, back of the bloody net. Easy as you like. What a strike, and the pause button has been pressed. I don't know what I'm saying. I said fresh because his name was like Mighty Fresh or something like that. But it was pressed and he does rage quit and it gives us another victory as we come up against a very, very tough squad. He's got Thierry Henry, Alessandro Del Piero, Timio Modric, amongst others. As Alessandrini plays in Modric. Modric with great skill, great movement, great dribble, great cross. And it's finished by Sadio Mane at the back stick to make it 1-0 in the game. This game, I kind of did get my arse handed to me. You seen earlier where I got beat 4-0. This one was, it wasn't worse, but in terms of the gameplay and stuff like that, I just thought the crossing was overpowered. I got outplayed. Basically, my opponent was better than me. And in FUT Champions, yeah, it sucks when that happens. It sucks because you want to do so well when your opponent is blatantly better than you. Even though we had the better of the stats in terms of shots, my opponent was just better on the day, and he does pick up the victory. Now, on another day, that could go either way. You get victories where, or losses like that where it could go either way. That was one of them, I thought, for me. I thought, you know what? On a Thursday, on a Tuesday, who knows? I could be having a good day on FIFA. That could go either way as Ronaldo shows composure inside the area and makes it 1-0. Again, after a loss, you need to bounce back. We've already got 2 losses in this episode. That's not what I wanted from the first 10 games. I wanted to play very well. I wanted to get off to a great start. And I wanted to get this series off to a bang as Alessandrini goes on through and makes it 1-1, 21 minutes in before the through ball gets played to Bergkamp. And Bergkamp, he's not going to miss those chances, lads. Not going to miss it. Right foot, left foot, it doesn't matter. He stayed at home with his left foot as Ronaldo puts the pressure on David Luiz. And the goalkeeper does that. Yeah, less said about that, the better. I even apologise because I thought, you know what the hell are you doing? Before I just take a pot shot with Bergkamp and make it forward. My opponent was actually playing. Once he scored that own goal, he started playing again. So I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he knew who I was or something like that. But he did score the own goal. And he does get beat 5-1 in the end. Lozano with the final goal before we come against more icons, man. They're everywhere. Everyone's got them. This time Rui Costa and the centre-back Mateus. So we come against these. I thought, 5 at the back. Going to be very hard to break through. 2 minutes in, 1 minute in, we make it 1-0. 1 minute 54 seconds to be precise. And it's Dennis Bergkamp with the goal yet again before the ball down the line. 25 in, it's Ronaldo. Ronaldo bursts inside the area. This is great from him. Ball roll, places it across, and Antoine Griezmann. You've never seen much of him in this episode because literally in the first 10 games, he did nothing. He did out, and he really was... He's a sideliner. He really did nothing in the games. As we make another opponent rage quit there. DJSI93 as Ronaldo celebrates there in the background. So you can see the stats and what's on currently. 7 shots, 5 on targets, and yeah, nice little victory there with the rage quit. So we hit 8 wins in the first 10 games. Let's get into the stats. So there we have it for the first 10 games then, lads. I was hoping for better, but expecting worse. So 8-2, not too shabby. Again, like I did say, it's on a new patch. I'm getting used to the game. Everyone's going to change and alter their playstyle, me included, because, like I said in the video, I was always fast-paced, do this, do that, very, very fast, and blitz opponents. I can't do that now. It's very unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Now, in this, lads, we're going to have the overall standings, the current standings, the monthly standings, but today, it'll all be the same. So, in the future, it will get updated, but I'm going to show you the overall standings right now, which will be the monthly standings, as you are seeing this video. So, the wins, 1-8, not too shabby, very good start. 2 losses. If we can do that every single batch of 10, we'll be on 32 wins, which wouldn't be too bad in the slightest. Rage quits, we got 4 in 10 games. I was very surprised by that because playing the game, I didn't really see those rage quits come in till I noticed it when I edited this back and noticed we got 4 rage quits. Not too bad again in the slightest. Goals scored 23, mostly Ronaldo and Bergkamp. Goals conceded 10. In those games, we got beat 4-0 and 3-0, I do believe. Again, those games were one of those games could have went either way on a different day. The other one, I got slapped. But they're they were the majority of goals. There were 7 goals in total. So in the other kind of 8 games, we conceded 3 goals. That's not too bad at all. The goal difference is plus 13. Now in terms of the top goal scorer, top assist, most man of the match awards, they are as you can see on your screen right now. We have Ronaldo on 8 goals. Very impressive this episode. Dennis Bergkamp on 7. Mbappe is on 2. So in terms of goal scoring, it mainly comes down the centre. Griezmann got 1 towards the end of the episode. But again, he was fairly not involved in this episode, if that kind of does make sense. But he was a bystander, literally a bystander in this episode. Maybe in a future episodes he'll come to the front and he'll score more from that left hand side, but for now he really didn't do too much. Top assist, Ronaldo again. So he got 14 goal contributions in 10 games. Very impressed with that. Bergkamp got 11 with the 4 assists on top of his 7 goals. And again, Mbappe with some assists, and he did get 3. Most man of the matches, no surprise there. Dennis Bergkamp. I thought Ronaldo would have had more, but the games where Ronaldo did score, my opponent normally rage quit, and when they rage quit, you don't get a valid man of the match. So we get Bergkamp, we get Matthias on the 1 man of the match, and Ronaldo on the 1 man of the match as well. That kind of sums up this episode, lads. We scored a lot, we conceded a few, and we got slapped in a couple of games and hammered 4 opponents to make them rage quit. So all in all, I'm very pleased with the start we have made. In terms of the squad, it looks like this. We got David here, Rizalco right back. He's the only doubt right now. Mbappe, maybe a doubt about him because I thought he would offer more. And Griezmann, again, I thought he would offer more. If I could afford like a central Messi, that would be perfect. If I could afford like amazing right forward. But I do believe Mbappe is the best version of like a right forward that we can offer right now. Maybe a Ram or something like that. Mbappe is the best in my opinion. Lozano's on the bench, so Lozano could come into play. But again, I think Mbappe is better than Lozano. So lads, that's going to sum up for episode 1. We got 8 wins, 2 losses. Very happy with that. Hope you're happy with that as well. Great start to the series. Hopefully it gets better as the day goes on. So basically, lads, that's going to be it. I hope you have enjoyed. Like I did say, smash the hell out of that thumbs up button if you did. Let's aim for that 1,000 likes for the return of FUT Champions content on the channel. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And as always, lads, I will catch you all next time.